This is the TGIF 3.5 inch touchscreen hotspot. Let me show you the case and the attributes or options that this hotspot has. As you see, it's got 4 USB ports. It's got an Ethernet port. It's got an audio port, HDMI port, and a power port. As you can see, it's a very clean unit. It's got a decent sized heatsink with a cutout in the acrylic case for that heatsink, so it doesn't trap the heat inside the case. It's got 2 other holes back here on this side, and the reason why those are there is mainly your Ethernet port. When you need to push down and disconnect, push down on that clip and disconnect it. Get it over here where you can see it. So you can stick your finger up in there and push down on that clip to disconnect your Ethernet port. But this unit, you don't need to connect it to anything to completely program it. This is where your SD card is, and when you order this unit from TGIFSPOT, you can input all your information, your DMR ID, your call sign, your Wi-Fi information, and all that will be sent, and this will be sent to you pre-programmed to where all you got to do is plug it up. They also include a nice antenna and a power cord with an on-off switch. This should be used on any hotspot that you use. Or any hotspot that you purchase should come with a power cord with an on-off switch. This is a 3.5 inch touchscreen, and I'll get into all the functions of this hotspot in just a second, but I just wanted to show you the quality of this hotspot. Hello, this is K4WZV, and I am demonstrating the programming screens on the TGIF 3.5 inch touchscreen hotspot. As you can see, there are many on this home page. There are many links or many buttons to choose from, and this is a touch screen, so you don't need a computer to program this hotspot. You can do everything right from the screen on the hotspot itself. So let's go through these one by one. At the top left, or starting at the top left, you have a reboot button. To the right of that is a home button. In the center, it shows you that you are on the links page. This is the page 1 of links, and you have a settings button and a power off button. Next row down, you will have your DMR settings, your P25 settings, your NXDN settings, your Fusion, and your D-Star settings. On the next line, you'll have the hold off and modes page. then the cross modes page, then the links to button. Next row down you have the dash page, splash page, info page, last heard page, the flash page, the Wi-Fi page, your receive offset settings starting at the very bottom line, your profiles page, your scope page, and your screensaver page. So let's go through these pages and these buttons. We'll go ahead and start off with your Wi-Fi page. Now you have 3 profiles to choose from on this Wi-Fi page, meaning if you program 3 different Wi-Fi hotspots or Wi-Fi spots, you can have 3 different profiles. So let's just say one is your phone hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot, one is your house Wi-Fi hotspot, one is your work Wi-Fi hotspot. But let's go ahead and see what you would do to program or put in a new hotspot. First, you're going to hit your scan for Wi-Fi hotspots. As you see, it's scanning all the hotspots around me. Now currently I am connected to the K4WZV Wi-Fi hotspot. So if I wanted to choose that one, I would just put in the password and click save if I'm on my number 1. But if I wanted to save it as my number 2 or number 3, I'm going to hit those arrow buttons to the left and the right. I've already have this one set up for my hotspot, and it is under profile 1, so it is the first one that it'll look to. If that's not there, it'll move to number 2 and then number 3. Let's go back to our links page. Now let's move to the last heard page, and this will show everybody that was recently or the last heard. Okay, on whatever last heard on whatever network you're connected to. This hotspot right now is connected to the D-Star network. You can look at the history. Let's go back to links. Let's go to your info page. Now this is going to show you your screen model and version, the release date, table version, and code version. Let's go back to your links page. Let's go to a splash page. Now when you first turn on your hotspot, this is the page you will see before it goes back to this screen. Your dash page. This is going to show you your IP address, how much space you have used on the SD card, your CPU temp, the cycles, and your transmit and receive frequency for your hotspot. Let's go back to links. Let's go to cross mode page. As you see, it looks similar to the pistar dashboard cross mode page. Let's look at your receive offset page. Now, if you had a lot of BER or bit error rate showing on your dashboard, this is where you would go to fix that. The TGIFSPOT is so well put together, you probably won't even need to use this. But I've had other hotspots that I definitely had to fix bit error rate, or the BER. I have to say, this hotspot right out of the box worked perfectly. It's a very well put together unit, and they have some of the best tech support you've ever heard of. Okay, but you can make your changes plus or minus on your offset if you need to. Let's move down to your Screensaver page. Now on this page you can set the brightness of your unit. You can set how long it waits before it turns a screensaver on. I do not have a screensaver set on this unit. Let's go to your scope page. When you're transmitting or receiving, you will see scope activity. On every page, there's always a links button to get back to this links page. You got your profile pages, and pretty much everything you've ever seen in the pistar dashboard you will see in this unit. Let's go to our DMR page. Now, as you see, we got last heard. Now again, you're seeing the D-star activity. Let's go back out to the links page. Let's go to P25. I do not have P25 turned on, so it's not going to show you much. But basically all these screens are about the same as far as the last heard and where you're at. NXDN, Fusion, my big old clunky fingers, D-star, or whatever you're connected to. You just leave it up for a second till it propagates the information. At the top right of this page, you'll see the frequency that I transmit into the pistar, or that the pistar transmits to me on, which is 146.730. No offset. Let's go to your links to page, and you have all the different colors or color themes to choose from. I won't change them now because you won't be able to see it very well with the terrible camera that I use. Let's go back to our links one. How about our settings button up top? Oops. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to our dash page. Our splash page. Splash page will go off automatically. Info page. This is our home and our main settings page with our messages. This is our home page. So this is the page that would show your call sign, your last heard, talk group, or reflector, and your location or ID if you have it in there. If you're using this on DMR, it would show your ID. I do not have this set up on DMR right now. It's just on D-Star. Let's go back to our links page. And again, that home page will be on the home button. You can reboot from this screen if you made a change and want to reboot. This is the reboot process. As it is turning on, it is propagating different things, and right now you cannot see what's in those blocks. There's your home screen. As you see, it will show your ID and your call sign, the date, the time, your transmit and receive frequencies, the IP address of the unit itself. Let's go back to links. So everything that you can do through your dashboard, your pistar dashboard, you can do right on this unit itself. So if you're out and about, don't have access to a computer, you can make changes to your pistar easily. This is a very nice unit. It's a very nice touch screen. It's pretty tough. It is a very well put together unit. I will make some other videos that will go into detail in the different pages, and look for those on this channel. If you wish to purchase the TGIF hotspot, please go to tgifspot.com. Thank you for watching. This is K4WZV. You can find me at k4wzv.com. 73s.